Coach, the snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Earl Thomas has the speed, quickness, and skills to be a cornerback in the NFL, and I think he would have been a good one. But playing in the middle of this field as a free safety, I think he's the best eraser in the NFL. Takes care of any mistakes that happen in front of him and hardly ever lets anything get over his head.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, it's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down with a sack at Ziggy Ansah. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now it's Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ezekiel Ansah, his 2nd sack of the night. At after the sack on first down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more.
Tyler Lockett, the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Jackson buying time to his. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. So
a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Wilson to throw on third down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half.
This play is under review.
Touchdown, Seattle.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
And he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Bynes. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Thomas barreling ahead. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, he'll run it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. The big fella. He's at the 50. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Jackson, flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Carson, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Jackson. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He hits his running back, Procise. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Procise, 45 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction.
And oh, it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the 2nd half, it just gets more magnified. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that one will be accepted. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now. So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch. This will be taken about the 12. Wiggles free. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible. Steps away to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done. And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This pass into the arms of Snead. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A beautiful fake. Oh, now he bowls him over. Once more the juke. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. And the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, 46 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 7, a minute 50 to play. Buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Jackson. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And now running right through it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 47 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This a long one from 54. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one in these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have 0 issues whatsoever.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.